Hello Pisces and welcome to your reading. This reading is for all those who have a Pisces sun sign, Pisces moon sign, Pisces ascendant. We're taking a look at your current energies. We will explore them a bit. Some of you could have just stepped into them, some of you could be in the midst of them, and some of you could be towards the end of these energies. As we go through them and explore them, see what applies to you, see what you are experiencing vis-a-vis these uh, energies and what the cards are also bringing forth. Think through everything before applying any of the guidance. Let us get started. Let us get a look at what Pisces is experiencing. You have Seven of Wands, past, present, Two of Swords. Ego card and Nine of Wands. So Pisces, for you, somehow this is a card of standing up for yourself, holding the and maintaining the high ground, the high way of living, the high way of thinking, the better and more the better way of being and the better way of living, because you dwell with the universal truths, right? And that is what you're not willing to compromise on, that is what you're holding on to, and that is how you're wanting to live. But somehow, because of you holding and maintaining your stand right now, you might feel a little confused as to how it is going to pan out for you. There is some situation which you're very adamant on, Pisces. You're holding on to that, right? You're not willing to give in, and that is causing a bit of a stalemate for you, as in you do not know how things are going to move from here. But you can be rest assured that as you hold on to certain things, you learn to this process is teaching you to move away from certain things. This particular approach is helping you break certain bonds. You're not aware of it, you might be aware of it, but by living and dwelling in truth, by not giving up your position, by not giving up your stand, a lot of things are automatically moving away from you. So somewhere inside it is working, but you're not seeing how it is working, and for some reason you are not willing to compromise and step down. It is taking a toll on your energy, but you're not giving up, Pisces, because for some reason you firmly believe in it. Okay, let us get a little guidance from the universe for you. Seven of Swords, Two of Wands, and you've got the Empress card. Sorry. So the universe is trying to tell you that I would also say that for some of you, continuing with this position can kind of actually tie you down. Somewhere some of you are breaking free because you are you're just holding on to the right perspective of things. But some of you, because of being adamant, because of holding your ground, that you do not know how, there's no movement happening in your situation. So the universe is telling you to try and move away from the situation. Don't be too, look for a middle path. You're getting the guidance of Seven of Swords and Two of Wands as well. There is another way of approaching this entire situation, which is depicted by Seven of Swords. You can on your own quietly turn things around without having to tell people how you are going to change the situation. You have it in you, Pisces, to bring about a certain change in the situation, provided you start looking at a new perspective towards this entire thing. because right now you're not willing to look at it, but it is also causing a stalemate situation. It is not letting you move forward. So you need to look within. You can bring about a change in your own thought, in your own plans, and choose another option which is going to be a lot better, and that option is going to, be more fruitful and more rewarding than what you're currently experiencing. So if you feel that, a particular approach, a particular, holding on to your stand is definitely going to lead to something, the universe is urging you to take a relook at the entire situation, come up with a new plan, look at more options. Okay, because I think you will get a new idea, you will get a new inspiration, you will get a new breakthrough, which will have a better outcome than what you are visualizing for yourself right now, Pisces. Okay, just let me get a little more clarity on the entire reading. Okay, but your guidance is that, you need to move away from this to something better. Think about it. Okay, think about it. That's what you're being asked, because I think this is really causing you a lot of distress because things are not moving. So you need to, just rework your plans a little bit, get another approach or another perspective, another way of doing this, handling this entire thing. Can we just get a little guidance over here? Okay, King of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Sun. So, you can talk to somebody if somebody who is, who you feel is quite intuitive. Okay, I think the moment you see this card, some of you could have figured out a person, in your mind's eye. Some name would have clicked for you, some image of some person, would have come to you, who also understands and who's empathetic to your situation, but is also capable of giving you very good guidance from their own experience. Right? Don't resist that, because that guidance is also going to lead to a lot of clarity. Okay, now there can be two options. One is what I just told you, and the second option is also that, don't give into too much of how you feel towards the situation. Be a little more practical, be a little more, logical, be a little more cautious, think through things. And for the third option can also be that don't, just work from the head level, also work at the heart level. So at the head level, it is all falling into place. 2 plus 2 has to be 4. But somewhere in your heart, there is something which feels that, it might be 4, but it doesn't make me feel very nice. So there are varying scenarios. One I told you is about, holding on to your own, and, not wanting to look at another situation. Not wanting to look at another way. You need to do that. You can either talk to somebody about it, you will get your guidance from there, or the third thing is that just tune into your emotions and see how you feel about whatever you have decided, whatever your course of action is going to be. Don't resist what your heart says. It'll give you a lot more clarity, a lot of ease, a lot of happiness will come into you if you get a little emotional perspective to it. Don't be too cold about, and don't be too cold and calculating about the situation. Put a little bit of how you feel. How is it going to pan out? How do you feel about it? Okay, that could be, and that's going to clear up the situation for you. You've got the Sun card. So whatever your feelings are about it, whatever your heart wants to tell you, don't get into a tiff with it. Don't try to resist it. And even if somebody is giving you guidance about it, just hear them out at all levels, because don't resist what they say, because you might not, it might bring about a little change in your plans, and that is why you're going to resist it, because you are also, listening to another perspective which does not match yours. But that is where the conflict will come, because what you have already decided, but your heart is going to give you a new perspective. This other person is also going to give you a new perspective, which you might resist. That's where the Five of Wands is here. Don't resist it. Think about it. The clarity will come. It's very important for you to reach this Empress stage of abundance, prosperity. And the Sun card is also here. It's going to come through this. Whether you listen to your heart or whether you listen to somebody who's, who represents the King of Cups. Somebody who's mature, somebody who's also, who's very empathetic, who's sympathetic, who will also give you an emotional angle to it, or infuse a little softness into the situation. I think right now you're just holding on to it. You need another perspective, which is likely to come your way because the cards are saying so. So try and incorporate it. Don't resist it, or don't get into a conflict with this person, or don't get into a conflict with your heart. It is coming up to ease the situation, Pisces. Okay, let me get a little guidance for you. What have we got? Trusting your intuition. There, this card is of feelings, what your inner voice is trying to tell you, and accept it. Exactly this. Don't resist what your intuition is telling you, what your feelings are telling you. Okay, seeing an emotional, your gut feeling about the whole thing. Don't resist it. I think you know what it is. I think you're just getting a bit adamant on this entire thing. So just try and accept it to access this Sun and Empress energy into your situation. So Pisces, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the content, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.